criticizing comments made by Eric Schneiderman. We're putting it up on the screen here. The title is "The Reverend Al Sharpton, Our Next Attorney General?" ? Why did you write this? What is your issue?
Well, I wrote it because of what Schneiderman said. He says that for the first time in history, Al Sharpton's National Action Group and his Justice Group, that's the group that he sponsors, will have an annex in Albany for the first time. It's incredible. I wouldn't care if you said Pat Robertson's going to have an annex, that Mayor Koch is going to have, that my friend Paul's going to have, or that this is baloney. Let me tell you, the Attorney General should be representing the people. Then he goes on to say, and I'm going to quote him, he said, "I will follow in the footsteps of Sharpton in pursuing justice for New Yorkers." Now, let me tell you, we forget Tawana Brawley. We forget that his National Action Coalition, this is Mr. Sharpton, owes the government, owed him $1,500,000 and still owes them $500,000. If he is going to have an access, you know what that means, an annex? You know, a special place? Then I have to tell you, I am afraid of an Attorney General, and he disqualifies himself. And but this is the same guy whose person ran into a car, right? Hit the car, he took off, did $3,000 worth of damage. He said, "I didn't know." Let me tell you, he has prostituted, and I say that word, the office of Attorney General by saying Sharpton will be the guy who has an annex in his office.
He was asked, I just want to point out, because he was asked in the debate about this, and he said he was basically just wants to give voice to the voiceless.
Well, it's symbolic. Is he going to have an annex there? No. Al Sharpton has had a past that he is not proud of, that we may not be proud of. But on the other hand, Al Sharpton has lately, for a long time actually, been the one person who stood out to support people who have been ignored by others, people who have been shot by police officers, people who have been discriminated against in a number of ways. There's nobody else who stands up and fights for these persons. And therefore, all Snyder was saying, Eric Schneiderman was saying, is that I'm going to pursue these kinds of issues, that I, as the Attorney General, will be a person out fighting for people who are seeking justice, and nobody else will listen to them. That's what he's saying.
Sharpton, and in '78, I had him arrested because he wouldn't let people in or out of my office at City Hall. He has matured over the years. He still has not apologized for Tawana Brawley, and he should, that it was a hoax, and he now knows it was a hoax, and he should say he's sorry. But that doesn't excuse his being singled out by the person who runs for Attorney General to say that he will be here in my office.
But he's
I can tell you this, though, but it makes me feel nervous, because it makes me feel that a person like Al Sharpton, and I'm not castigating Al Sharpton, but why should he have this special access? There are other people out there besides the ones that Al Sharpton represents that need representation from the Attorney General, notwithstanding race, color, or creed.
And I think what he's doing,
he's pandering to a particular vote, and he's pandering in the worst way.
What vote is he pandering to, except the people in this state who believe that they need to be protected and that justice needs to be served, and the Attorney General is simply making a statement that as Attorney General, I'm going to pursue that.
No, wait a minute. No. He said, and quote, "I will follow in the footsteps of Al Sharpton." Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. That is prostituting yourself to a...
Oh, come on.
It's a strong...
To talk about
Listen, yeah, why should I... Why
should you take
Because I want to tell you something. If he said that I will follow in the footsteps of Al, no matter what's wrong, I will have an annex for Mayor Koch. It's wrong.
He has one
specific thing. He is exactly what the people... Eric Schneiderman is exactly what the people of New York don't need. Another pal who will promise anything to anybody to get votes. And that's what he is.
Dan Donovan?
Absolutely.
And Mayor Koch is supporting Dan Donovan as well.
But listen, here's what we're talking about.
I'll tell you what he's done.
Let me tell you something.
Let's have Carl McCall quickly respond. He
runs into a car and he runs away.
He wasn't driving the car.
Oh, his aide was. His aide was driving the car. They did 3,000.
All right. Wait. We only have a couple of minutes. Quick response, and then we're going to move on. Because we got your side already.
It's a very simple response. By pointing out that Al Sharpton has played a very significant role in supporting people who have been the victims of injustice. And Eric Schneiderman appropriately is saying, as Attorney General, I'm going to do that. And for anybody who is the victim of injustice, I, as Attorney General, will stand up and fight for them, as Al Sharpton has done.
Okay.
Period.
All right, let's move on. We only have about a minute
Well,
left.
let me tell you.
Wait. We'll continue this after.
If he said that I would have an annex in his office, everybody on the liberal side would go wild.
Yes.
And
No,
to
they
say
All right.
they would.
We've talked about this. I have to cut this off.
For fighting for justice for
Okay.
everybody.
I do. I have a reputation.
All right. We have talked about this. We've talked about this
Your
enough.
candidate, Donovan, ought to have an annex for Al Donovan.